Hi,
Hi.
everyone. Hi, Mo. This is so unplanned. Like, I normally don't have my scarves on lately, and then you put yours on. Yes, indeed. This is so exciting. Every week, I'm always excited to bring on a special guest because, as I've noted, it's a lot when you just comment and interact that way. But then when you're able to just talk because we don't live in the same cities and areas, but we can do this kind of face to face this way. This is exciting to me. I'm so excited and happy. I can't. That's my word for the day. Excited. So welcome everyone. We're just gonna get started because I don't want to delay anything. Today, my special guest is Mono's Beauty. And if you enjoy handbags, I love how she says in her intro. Go ahead and say it.
So if you love watching handbag videos and a little bit of this and that, then definitely hit the subscribe button. But let's go ahead and get into this video.
Yes, I love that. I love it, love it. So thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for coming on today. I'm happy you were able to
Yes.
fit me in your schedule.
Yes.
I don't even know where to start. I'm just so excited.
Well, I do want to thank you too, just for having me on. Even if it is for a short time, I've given the kids their food, so hopefully they won't bother me for a good 30 minutes. Fun fact, this is my very first live. So again, thank you for having me on. I can never do lives because my kids, y'all, literally they interrupt me constantly. So I'm always like editing my videos and editing them out of them.
Oh wow. Well, I understand that. And that's probably another reason why I have my workspace now because it's separate from the house. So I can
Hmm.
lock them out. They have to come outside though. So if they make a lot of noise outside, then it's okay. But welcome. So the basis of this particular segment, as I like to say, is just to talk and get to know other content creators as we dive into being handbag collectors along with other things that we love to do in our lives. So I wanted to bring you on and just talk about that. But my first question to you is what brought you or what encouraged you to first purchase your Dooney and Burke?
Yes, so that is a really good question. I have actually touched on this question before too, because so many of us we all have a story when it comes to getting our handbag journey started. So for me, like I've always loved handbags. It didn't matter the brand. Like if it was cute, then it was coming home with me. But once I started getting a little bit older, I started really wanting to just invest in quality handbags. So I ended up going on YouTube and I ended up searching quality handbags. And
Hmm.
the first video that came up was from Pecan Tan Beauty. And
Okay.
I had never heard about Dooney and Burke before, y'all. So I watched her video. The first one I watched of her, it was her actually showing her large satchel, and I just fell in love with that silhouette, y'all, and I just became intrigued. So I did actually binge watch her a lot. And
Mm.
then one day I was in my local TJ Maxx and I stumbled across a satchel. So that was actually my very first Dooney and Burke bag, a Dooney and Burke black satchel.
Okay. And that's one that you've showcased on your channel as well.
Yes, I did. I actually did pull it out here too. Oh, so here is my beauty right here.
Yes, yes,
Oh, let's see
yes.
if I can get it in the frame.
And I would like to say that it was your video. I think you that color and the other color that you have.
The
That encouraged
same.
yes. That particular bag, when you did that review, was really in depth. And I said, well, maybe I ought to give it a try. And now I'm addicted because I love my plum wine. I have to really make myself not carry that particular silhouette because initially I thought that silhouette was for like the older woman, the
Yes.
older generation, like the one that would carry that to church and make sure that they had everything in it, snacks, tissue, peppermints. But after watching your video, that
Mhm.
definitely encouraged me. And I only have three in my collection right now, but it is my intention to add more. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love that bag. I love that
It
bag.
it is a good silhouette, it is. And you know what? I laugh about this a lot because, a lot of times when people think of Dooney and Burke, they do think of like an older lady bag. But
Hmm.
you know what? When I think about that, I think of, yes, that's a grown woman's bag.
Yes.
So when you're carrying a Dooney and Burke, it's because you know quality.
Definitely, definitely. And it has been around for almost 50 years
Yeah.
and it has yet to fail. And we've talked about this on various segments where if there is an issue with your bag, you can send it back and get it repaired.
Hmm.
And so I love that option. I don't really hear about that much with other brands, but I'm not really, I guess, invested in the other brands like I am with Dooney. So, with your collection, and we dare not ask how many bags you have in your collection. If you have more than 5 bags, I mean that's a lot. So
Yeah.
we're okay with that over here. But what are some of the other things that you like about Dooney?
So of course, number one, the quality. I love that about them. I love that with them being like a contemporary brand, they do still have a little bit of everything for everyone. So,
Mhm.
if you did want to get something that is more affordable, then there's those affordable options. But then
Mhm.
if you want to splurge as well, then they do have their high-end
Yeah.
quality leather, like Florentine leather and even like Alto leather. So I do love that about the brand as well.
And I like how you pointed that out because I don't think I ever really thought about it in that way. I
Mhm.
just act and I'm actually participating in it that way.
Mhm.
But yeah, even with the lower end, it's still high quality. You don't
Absolutely,
have to
yeah.
feel as if you're getting cheated out of the fact that hey, it's lower, so it's not going to have the craftsmanship
Mhm,
involved in it, or it's not going to have really, to me, the love put into it as well. And
mhm.
so I love that it definitely Dooney and Burke definitely has a variety of options.
Oh, yeah.
So let me also know to everyone, Mo is my first, how can I put this? My first guest that is the affiliate, such as myself. So I'm happy that you are on. It's something that I want us to come together and talk as well about our experience of being affiliate. So, how has this experience been for you
It
so far?
actually hasn't felt different for me.
Okay.
When I was first asked to be an affiliate,
Hmm.
I had a conversation with the young lady that reached out to me, and I told her, I want you to understand that although I love Dooney and Burke, I do have a love for other brands as well.
Mm, okay.
So, I really want to know, like, is there anything that any limitations? Because if so, then I would have to back out. And she told me, no, do like what you're doing now, and that's what I do. So, I
Yeah.
don't heavily like push for the brand, but when I feel like, oh, I want to show Dooney and Burt today, then I'm going to show Dooney and Burt today. So I don't it really doesn't feel different. I actually don't feel like a partner. I just do what I love.
And then I think that's the beauty of it all because you don't have pressure on you to
Exactly. Yeah.
do additional outlandish things like you may see
Hmm.
other content creators do with their brand partnerships. So I do like that it's easy,
Yes.
laid back, and you can continue to do what you do.
Yeah,
Be
you can
yourself.
continue because that's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to feel pressure. And I feel like when you do become pressure, then it's not so much a love anymore. And that's the last
Exactly.
thing that I want. So I love that, we aren't pressured. We can show what we want to show on our channel, and still
Mhm.
show the brand love.
Awesome. I love that.
Mhm.
All right, now we're not just going to talk about Dooney, because we know Mo has an assortment in her collection. And so what I want to know is what is I like to think that Dooney is number one for you. So what is another brand that you find yourself gravitating to as just as much in purchasing?
Yeah, so I so I will have to say that my number one favorite brand is MCM.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
a huge lover of MCM.
Okay.
Even from being like a young, girl growing up in high school and even middle school. the brand, I always saw it. So it was just
Mhm.
natural for me to, when I get older, okay, I have to get me an MCM bag. So that brand is definitely number one for me.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And that's a brand that I think I talked about this last week. I need to go and actually touch it and feel it and just see, because when I see yours, and I think Dowsing 77, it's
Yeah.
kind of supple and it looks like it's just really flows very well.
Hmm.
It's not over structured. I'm really talking about the totes that you all have.
Hmm.
It's not too structured, but it's not just. It looks like it's really nice. I can say that it looks like it's a very
Yeah,
good
and that's
carry.
another thing too. So yeah, the totes are really nice. Now I will say, when it comes to like my collection in general, like I love them all for different reasons.
Hmm.
So without giving too much away in a sense or down in another brand, I will say that when it comes to me wanting a good quality bag, I'm gonna go to Dooney every time. If I want to be more fashionable, but then of course still want that quality there, then MCM will be my go-to.
Okay, okay. And I intend, let me slow down my mind. I do intend on doing little bit something different for myself this year. And actually it's just how God works. My cousin gave me my Christmas gift today. And I just went and picked it up. I let Mo know that I'll probably be a little bit late. But I told him I love crossbody. So he bought me a Michael Kors crossbody that I wanted to unbox today with you all, which was shocking because I was just like, oh wow, I got another brand and I haven't had my hand on another brand in a while. So I was like, okay, we're gonna try it. This definitely was gonna push me to trying something different for this year. So I like that. Um, Now you mentioned that you have kids. How do you incorporate your love for handbags with your babies?
um, you know what? That's a tough question to answer, actually. Um, my kids know that when mommy is playing with her handbags, then you don't interrupt. First of all, I don't really incorporate my bags with my kids. Like I feel like those are like two separate things. But every once in a while, I do let Kyra come in and play around with my bags as well. So she do love it, and I love that she loves handbags just as much as I do.
Yes, because I did that because I remember probably about 2 years ago, she
Uh-huh.
did her review, and I was like, she
Yes.
already got it. Where did she get this from?
Yes.
So that's really
Now,
like,
Cayenne, that little boy can't come near my bags anymore, y'all. Because let me tell y'all,
uh-oh.
I don't have it on display anymore, but I used to have a Tory Burch Kara vanity bag on display. It was one of my prized possessions that I got last year that I had always wanted to have. And y'all, that little boy put scuff marks on the front of my bag. Yes. And if you know anything about Tory Burch and her Kara leather, like that doesn't come out. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
And it's no way to get it repaired or anything.
Well, I don't know. I haven't reached out to Tory Burch.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's yeah, I'm so sad about that.
Yeah. And I feel that way about just some of the other bags that I have. Well, one particularly that I hope to release the video, but I've talked about it a lot, and that's my patent leather. And I've had to really do some more research about it. I think I have the option to replace it. That's what I'm crossing my fingers on, but it's still, I love that particular bag. And
Uh-huh.
so with the color transfer on it, I think I've gotten to the point where I don't care. I'm gonna carry the bag anyway. And it might look a little bit crazy, but I love that bag. I love that carry. So you might just have to go ahead and just continue to roll with it even
Yeah,
still.
it'll
Okay.
definitely have a story.
Yes, yes, definitely. All right. Well, do you have any questions for me thus far? And anybody else in the chat, definitely throw out some questions. This is your opportunity to ask away. But do you have anything for me, Mo, today?
Yes, I would love to know like what got you started into handbags in general.
Well, my story is my first crossbody, which was a Dooney, was back when I was 16, my sweet 16 gift. And then I think about it like I love the bag. I didn't have a love for handbags per se
Mhm.
because you young, 16, who cares about all that? I'm just
Right.
trying to get out of high school. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to college and what I'm going to do and being excited to be an adult. Let me get a car, let me get a house. So I really wasn't thinking about handbags per se. Um up until probably when I went to grad school and I was just like, I went into Dillard's and I was like, Dooney got some really nice stuff out. Let me get a Dooney. So it was my goal at that point to start collecting a little bit more. But still, I wasn't really into the brand like that.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I love Dooney and Burke, but then I had other brands like Nine West. I was getting Nine West used to have some really cute bags.
Mhm.
Um, Fossil, I think I kind of got into that. Liz Claiborne was still kind of out and thriving a little bit. So I was still picking up a lot of other bags, but still not thinking in my mind handbag collecting.
Mhm.
I didn't think there really was a thing. Like the most that I had ever seen a woman in I think in my family, just my grandmother. My grandmother had a black purse until she left this earth. It was the same black purse. And I have that black purse now. And it's just like that thing held up great.
Mhm.
And so I didn't think about just having multiple bags like that.
Right.
I got to the point where I would get a bag and until the threading would come out of it or it just fell apart, then
Mhm.
that's an indication I need to get something else. And so I would like to say probably around maybe 2016ish, I started to focus on traveling a little bit more. And I said, well, I want some crossbodies because I just want to make it easier on myself. And so I leaned towards Dooney because I love the variety that they had. And
Mhm.
so that's kind of when it started to like really increase. Let me get multiple crossbodies. And so I started to do that. And then during the pandemic, it was just like I went through my phone and I realized at that moment I had like this, like, I think I had a folder full of screenshots of bags that I wanted. And I went on the website. I said, these bags are still available. Let me get them. And so it just went out of control from there.
I love that.
Yes, it
You know,
went
I
out of
laugh when you
control.
said that your grandmother always wore black because I feel like that was a lot of people's go-to back in the day, just to have a
Mhm.
black bag and
Yes.
wear it out.
I mean, all of it. And I was just like, wow. And see, I never even thought to buy my grandmother a bag for her
Mhm.
birthday or a bag for Christmas or anything. It was just like other things I noticed about her to get. But now I wish I had gotten her something. But then again, she may not have even carried it. It probably would have just stayed in the closet.
Mhm.
So yeah, just seeing that and becoming more vested in my femininity
Mhm.
and seeing what we can have and just the ways of a woman for me. And I know it's bags aren't just exclusive to women, but
Mhm.
for me, just tapping more into that for me, I was just like, it's so much you can do, it's so much variety out here. Because initially I was thinking, why do you have all these assortment of bags? But every bag has, I think, a different feel, a different
Oh yeah.
purpose and carry. And so I started to really explore that because a crossbody is not going to really do everything for me that a tote could pick up and do
Mhm.
or a satchel can pick up and do. And so I started to really just dive into all that it is. And I was like, this is really something else. I never even paid that much of attention to it because it's more than just the fashion piece of it, it's the
Exactly. Yeah.
functionality. And so, yeah, once I started tapping into that, and it really just became a part of my mind a lot more. It's like, wow, I'm actually collecting bags. And so
Mhm.
I like the variety now because I've had bags that, like I said, I've had them for a long period of time. And now I can give them a break. I can say, "Oh, just like your shoes or
Yeah.
whatever you wanna match up your jewelry. You always can match up your bag as well." So I enjoy that now. It's just I think I had to really get older to really see the significance of it for me. So that's where I am. That was a long-winded answer. A long-winded answer.
I love
All
that though. And Sus has a question. What's the last Dooney you both bought?
right.
Sus, I want to say the last one I picked up was my Dooney and Burke Xena, I think. So it's been a while. I haven't picked up a Dooney in a couple of months.
Neither have I. I want to say it might have been, and I got it on QVC, the Safari crossbody. I got
Mm.
that one, picked that one up. Now I've had plenty that's in my list of things to get. Hopefully I will be soon. Just other priorities have really just gotten in the way in a good way. But yeah, I think that's the last bag that I've picked up.
Mhm.
Now that I'm trying to think about it. I'm gonna run through these comments real quick because we do have, I think, several questions out there. Um, ooh, this is a good one. What handbag you regretted
Ooh.
purchasing?
Oh.
That's a good one.
Let's see. Without thinking too hard about this, I think one of my regret purchases, hmm, and here I am thinking hard about this.
Hmm. What did I regret purchasing? I
You
do
know what?
have one.
I want to twist that a little because I know that for me, like, yeah, there are bags that I've purchased and then I've tried it out and did not like it. So I got rid of it. So I don't think that they would, I don't want to consider them to be regret purchases because had I not tried it out, I wouldn't have never known if it was going to work out for me or not.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I agree with
I
you
don't
there.
regret my purchases.
Well, and I normally don't because at the end, when I purchase and I look at it and I feel it, I say I'm satisfied with my purchase.
Mhm.
But I did have to take that back on one bag. I bought the convertible Greta tote simply because it was a big tote. And I was like,
Mhm.
wow. The thing I did not like is the handle. I need a shoulder strap. And even though it comes with a detachable strap, I did not like the way that it was positioned on the bag. I just didn't like it after a while. And I tried my best because I said the size is the reason why I got it, but
Mhm.
the carry was not flowing with me. And so I was just like, I didn't like that feeling of not liking
Mhm.
the bag. It's a navy Greta. Y'all know I'm
Mhm.
crazy about navy Greta. And so I just said, no, it can't just sit here. And so I mentioned it to my mom. She said, oh, I like that bag. Let me get it. And she carries it. She carries it actively. And I'm like, how did she get something out of that bag that I couldn't get out of it? But she loves it. So somewhere along the line, it went back to I'm satisfied with this purchase. So
Yeah.
I there is this comment, and Tara, when I get you on
Yes.
here, you're gonna have to go in depth. She said she got her first Dooney the first day she threw out her husband. Wow, that's deep right there. That is deep. So you oh wow. We gotta talk about that. That's therapeutic though. That's therapeutic. All right, I think we have a couple of more questions. And hi to everybody that's been coming in. I don't want to dismiss anyone.
Yes. Hi, everyone.
All right. What are your well, what is your favorite color or colors you prefer?
I think everybody knows that answer for me.
Let's see. Is it the fuchsia?
I am a pink girl through and
Yes.
through.
Yes. Definitely. Because one of my favorite bags that you have, and I didn't want to do this video. I think someone, I forgot who came out with it, but if there was a bag from another content creator, which bag would you want to, take out of their collection pretty much? And I said if there was a bag, it would definitely be your Buckley, and it probably would be your, I think it's the Kingston hobo. And you got let me cover my eyes. Yes, yes, yes. I would just take that.
She is everything. Oh my
She
goodness.
really is.
Tony
Totally.
needs to bring this back.
And I just keep crossing my toes and fingers on that because that is just a beautiful bag. That color is just so rich and just, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that color is everything.
It really is. And that Florentine, I don't think I could get it and I love pepper grain, but I don't think I could get it that feel of it in any
Yes.
other leather other than that one.
Yeah, it's
So
good.
yes. I like to say I like pop, and that's the pink, orange, and purple. Those are the colors that I
Oh,
generally lean towards in life,
yeah.
period. Those are my happy colors. And a lot of people probably wouldn't even think that if you look overall at my collection, which has navy Greta. That's just something that's shocking to me how much I love that. But overall, those are my favorite colors. So yeah, I stay looking out for pink and orange and just seeing what they're gonna bring out with that. I think I came across Pecan Tan Beauty, and she had an orange leather, Florentine leather bag. I said, "When did they have that? I need that in my life." All right. Let's see what else we got here. Um, we have a lot. I don't know what this was in reference to. This
A
is
large
probably
satchel mo.
maybe I guess when you were talking about your satchel. Let's
What was
see.
the? Let's see.
I don't know. Let's see. I guess when we were talking about the black bag. Okay. Well, if y'all have any more questions, definitely um, tap on in.
Yes, Ivana has one in pink as well. Yep, she sure
Mhm.
does. She has that
Yes,
same one.
yes, they definitely need to bring it back, but they know what they're doing with that. I get it. Yeah, going back from going in between those bags, and really, it's a scavenger hunt. It's a real fun thing to leave stuff in my bag and forget about it and then wonder where is it? And then all of a sudden I go into
Mhm.
a random bag. The other day I found $45 in there. I said, how in the world did I do that? I'm usually one to put all my money in my wallet. But at that moment, I did not. So it was happy, and it happened on Valentine's Day. So I was like, okay,
Yeah,
well,
I'm always leaving things in bags, so I get it.
yes, it is fun. It's really, really fun. Okay. I'm trying to see what else I want to ask because I think I like to go off the dome. I don't want to write anything down, but now I feel like I probably should have. And I'm so happy to see the little ones in the back. They're
I
good.
it look, it only took 2 seconds. It looked, and he's already in here.
That's all right. And he's just growing up. How old is he now?
He is 2.
Oh,
You
hey.
say hi. Mm.
Hey.
All right, go, mommy. It's almost done. Okay.
Yes. All right. Um, so what is next for you with your channel? Because I know you like to revamp and do like different intros and just a variety of things. So is there anything like your goal for your channel for this year that you're incorporating or trying to reach this year?
You know what? Not necessarily. I find that every time I set a goal, I always end up just going with the flow.
Mm,
So I'm just gonna do that same thing. Go with the flow. I am consistent, so I do post every Monday and Wednesdays on my channel,
okay.
but I don't really have a goal when it comes to it. Just continuing to have fun.
Yes, and that's awesome. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Um, I I don't know. I set these goals. I think I started trying to at least. But I have been so inconsistent. I have stopped actually recording and posting videos. I think I did one last week for the first time in a couple of months. I've opted to just doing my lives because
Hmm.
that's just I get tired of editing because I think in my mind I really want to bring something different
Hmm.
and it's all up here and I can't get it out. So I just said, forget it. I'll just do the live. So if I stumble over my words or what have you, whatever. And so I enjoy doing that. So I think for me, it was just trying to really be consistent in
Hmm.
doing the weekly lives. And I'm about to change up my time as well.
But your lives are fun, and I think that's good and unique for your channel. I
Yeah.
love that's one thing I love so much about the handbag community is we are all unique and different, even though we're
Mm,
showing all the same things. So
yes.
the fact that you're doing your lives, that's fun. When we come over to my Pursuit of Happiness and Says What's channel, we know we're going to get a lot of entertainment,
Yes.
but also we're
Yes.
going to get some good quality bags too. And even PSA Public Shopping Addict, she is a really good one too that I love to watch. She's
Hmm.
very detailed in her videos. So I love that. I love that we're all just doing different things, but it's all the same thing, what we love, which is handbags.
Yes. Yes.
And
I love
Melissa's corner. She just said the hedgehog was wrong. It's snowing. So I am a Groundhog's Day baby. I was born on
Mhm.
Groundhog's Day.
All right, well,
I did
happy
not see my
belated.
shadow though.
You didn't see yours. Oh my goodness. Well, happy belated with that.
Thank
All
you.
right. PSA says, "Oh, thank you, Mo, as
Yes.
well as my pursuit of happiness." Yes, and I do love that. And I'm happy that the pandemic happened in this way of
Yeah.
really taking the time or really having the time to just explore YouTube and
Yeah.
seeing that this is actually a community. Now, beforehand, yeah, I had seen Pecan Tan Beauty and Dooney Addict and DJ King and several other YouTubers in the handbag community, but I really didn't think anything of it. It was just like, okay, they showed me the bag. I
Mhm.
might go try to get that, or I may never
Mhm.
get that bag. But it's pretty cool to see up close and personal from their viewpoint. But during the pandemic, it really encouraged me that I too could do this,
Yeah.
because I talked myself out of it for years. I reminisce about watching hair care or hair tutorials,
Mhm.
and I used to really do my hair a lot and thinking that, oh, maybe I could record this, but I was like, nobody gonna watch this. But now I'm kind of regretful in thinking that, oh, if I had started my channel
Mhm.
and incorporated that, I could be far along. But who knows? It may not have happened like that. What encouraged you to really just start posting and developing your channel?
Mm. Um, so for me, I know one of the big things is, of course, watching the ladies show their bags, showing their love for their bags. So that's what really encouraged me to just get started too, because I didn't see a lot of younger ladies within the Dooney and Burke community that was actually posting about Dooney and Burke. So
Mhm.
I wanted to get that out a little bit. And now like there are a lot of young ladies that I talk to on a personal basis that love Dooney and Burke now just because I started like showing some of the
Mhm.
bags as well. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to just jump in and show too.
And that's awesome because when you look at your analytics like I do, you see the age range or
Mhm.
the demographics of people that really view your bags. Because I
Mhm.
always say, when you think about QVC, that's for the older people. They're not
Mhm.
going to go to the stores. It's convenient for them to see it on the TV screen, and they can just call in and order the bags.
Mhm.
Not many younger people are doing that.
Mhm.
Um, and I know I'm in the 40 age range, so that's where it starts to kind of pick up. But under 40, you don't really see that a lot. And I think that's the beauty of your channel because
Mhm.
you have all the brands that all of the younger generation
Yeah,
they're
and my age
carrying.
bracket, yeah, I do see a lot of like 20s up to like
Yeah.
early 40s that are watching my content.
Mhm. Versus me, I have a lot of the 40 and up, which was
Mhm.
shocking because I'm like, how did I get to that? I don't it's not that I don't want it, but it's like, what
Right.
happened to the younger? But I don't really put out that. So it's interesting. And I like the fact to look at those demographics. As I'm in school working on my doctorate and having to look at statistics and things of that nature, it's helping me understand things a whole lot better, by way of just how we are as consumers and
Mhm.
how we are as just not just of things, but even with social media and all of this
Right.
stuff, just where we are. Tara asks, is anyone done collecting?
Tara, no,
I don't think you ever can be done
never.
collecting. Not at all.
Now,
I don't know.
I will say and admit that I do get a little overwhelmed at times with my collection. But I feel like for me, like when I start like just looking in and homing in at my collection, seeing what I like, seeing what I don't like, I do get rid of things just so that I can
Mhm.
make room for more because I'm never going to be done collecting.
Well, and that's one thing that I've only probably given out of my collection two, maybe three bags. We'll say out of 10.
Oh,
Yeah, I only have 2 bags in my collection. So out of that, I've given out 3 bags.
oh wow.
I and I love all of my bags. So I think I would have an extremely hard time trying to downsize, hence
Mhm.
that other video that we all put out, the 7 bags that we would keep in our collection if we had to get rid of it, if we had to downsize. That was the hardest thing to figure out because now today that list has changed. That's not the same 7 that I probably talked about. So I don't know. I definitely need to make room, but the fact in my mind, in order for me to make room, I just need to create more space to accommodate
I
everything.
like the way you think.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, but that's what I want. I want more space. I was telling my dad that if I were to build a house, the my closet would have to be bigger than my bedroom. I can sleep anywhere. I need my closet to be super huge so that I could put everything in there.
Right.
He's just like, you crazy. Like, yeah, I am. I am. All right. Let's see what else we got here as we wrap it up with you because I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I am enjoying this conversation.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you again for having me on. Tara, not me. I have been on the hunt for a ruin like forever. Wish DB would bring it back.
Yeah. I those
Mhm.
satchels, I look at what they're doing with that, and I think with some of the newer pieces or newer collections, like say for instance the Art Deco, they do have
Oh
a
yeah.
statue there. But the specific of Rowan, I don't know if I hope they do. I hope they bring Olivia back.
Hmm.
Um, I hope they bring Trudy back. Oh, if they bring Trudy back, I will lose my mind, especially if they bring like a lot of those colors back in. Wow. And this
I just
probably
want a
goes
Florentine leisure at this point. Like, bring back the leisures.
I need to get me another leisure and get the feel that everybody else has because I have a leisure that was purchased secondhand
Mhm.
in I forgot it's but it's in the coated cotton. I didn't get that feel. I don't know if it's because I got some yams over here, but I just didn't get that feel for it like that, like
Yeah.
I have other totes. So
Mhm.
I definitely need to check that out again. What's your Dooney wish list looking like for this year? Too much. Too much. Too many bags. What about you, Mo?
I actually don't have a Dooney and Burke wish list. I have a forever list, and like, okay, if it ever comes back, then yes, I definitely want to get this. But right now, I don't have any bags on the wish list. I will say though that I do want to try out that mini Brenna after watching Miss Toya reveal her hot pink
Mm,
one. That
mhm.
bag is so gorgeous. I do want to try
Yeah.
that out, but yeah, I don't really have anything that I'm longing for on the Dooney and Burke site right now.
And I'm still waiting. There's supposed to be some things to drop. Whether those things that will drop will be something that's attractive to me, I don't know. But I have looked at QVC and Dooney has revamped the satchel. Particularly, we know it as the zip zip, but they
Mhm.
put a different twist on it this time. And so I was like, I wonder if anybody has seen this because would I get this bag or would I not? So I agree. I just need to see, I want to see some of the older ones that I missed
Yes,
or I maybe was hesitant about, but I would like to see their spin on some new things. So, yeah.
absolutely.
Are you into pickleball?
I don't even know what that is.
Pickleball just picked up. I don't know why and where, but it picked up probably in the last 2, maybe 3 years. And to me, it's just another version of tennis without, I guess, a lot of control. This way it looks to me. But I asked that because of the carrying case that Dooney has
Oh, I
produced.
saw that. I saw that.
Hmm. And I thought it came with the racket, but it doesn't come with the little racket. You got to buy that separate.
Uh,
So yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen there. I might have to get one just to have it and say, hey, I'm going to go play pickleball. But I don't think I am. All right. Let's see if there's anything else out here. Hey, Dude Girl 75. Don't tell
yes,
Dude Girl
absolutely.
75.
Florentine leisure.
She'll find it.
Oh
That
yeah. Now
that
she
child.
definitely will. like when I tell you she has the best, one of the best Dooney and Bourke collections, I just
Yes,
love watching her content. And I'm so glad, Dooney Girl 75, that you have started posting more because I can't get enough. I
I
cannot get
know.
enough.
And I'm just like, where did she get it? Where? And see, I'm gonna let y'all know she's gonna be featured on next month. So y'all stay tuned because we're gonna dive on in it. And y'all get y'all questions together for Duty Girl 75. I got I'm probably gonna actually write some questions down myself because I just don't know where she got it from. Like, did you stalk somebody? Say, hey, give me your purse. When you done with it, I get it off of you.
She
But
has
it's
really good luck
wonderful.
in finding bags. You know
Yeah.
what? She reminds me of just like DJ King. Now,
Mm,
she is my purse whisperer. She can find a bag.
I see. I mean, it's a lot of different bags.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful bags. Their pickle. I really want to get their bag just to see if there's something else I could do with it. I think that's what I'm after. Um, of course, with it being that having that racket piece on the outside of it, I intend on getting the bag. That's not necessarily on my wish list, but I definitely want to get it to see what I'm working with. Yeah, yep. And I've actually talked. I think I'm gonna make my nephew play, just so that I can say, hey, I can go out here on the court and I have me a nice cute bag. That's gonna work for me. It will work. Let's see here. If she
Yes,
wants,
that's
she
true.
will find it. Very, very true. All right. So if there's not any more questions, I have enjoyed this time with
Yes,
you all.
absolutely.
I definitely want to have you back on later on in the year. Um, whatever we decide to just kind of work towards, I would definitely want to have you back. Um, so if there's not any other questions, I will allow you to go ahead and leave if you want. You don't have to, but if you need to, I understand. But I do want to get into this box real quick to see what it is in regard to being a crossbody for me. Let's see. It is this crossbody. I hope I got
Ooh.
some scissors out here because I'm not accustomed to having to break anything apart.
Is that gold? Like, is the bag gold metallic?
I think it is.
That's gorgeous.
It says it's the adjustable belt bag. Let's see. Hopefully, I won't tear nothing up. Yeah, like I said, I'm not accustomed to this type of unboxing. All right. I had to use my hair scissors because I can't find my others. Okay, y'all. This
Mm.
is okay. This is cute.
That is cute.
So that's how that's looking. All right. This is very different flow for me, y'all. It really is. All right, take that
I
out.
actually
It
have
does.
one similar to that I like to cross over.
Okay, and that's what I see myself doing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Trying to check out. Okay, that might work better. Okay, this is cute. Now, one thing that is for sure, I don't wear belts. Hey, little one in the back. Um, so I got to figure this one out. Is this a key ring? It looks like it's a key ring on here, but I guess maybe that's just the MK
Oh yeah, that's
sign.
pretty.
Yeah. So this is very different for me. I like the feel of this. The belt. So this is definitely going to be something that I wear across my chest
Yeah.
because I do not wear belts. We hadn't done that in many moons. Or whatever way I figure out how I want to carry it. But hey, this is my first Michael Kors item in life.
Nice.
So that is it. Wow. All right. PSA says you could change the strap and use it as
Have
a
a
sling
sling
bag.
back.
That's definitely what I want to do. I see myself doing that before anything else. Uh-oh. What are some other things you collect outside of bags?
Um, you know what? That's pretty much it. I'm just I mainly just collect bags. Other than that, I'm very minimum. Well, my shoes, nah, my handbag collection still got it beat. I don't
Oh
own a
no.
lot of shoes. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
You usually have a variety of tennis shoes that you pair up with your bag.
Mm-hmm.
time to time.
I still have them. Yep. If I had to guess, I have probably about 50 pairs of shoes.
That's a lot. If you got more
But
than
my
3,
handbags, though.
yeah. Oh yeah. You
I
probably
mean,
got
I'm
like.
close to 200 with those.
So you did that to yourself now. You didn't put it out there. Oh wow, close to 200. I don't even want to think. I don't want to think about it because no, I just don't want that. What about your accessories? What does your accessory game look like with your
When it
handbag?
comes to my accessories, I am one that loves to match up my accessories with my bags. So I'm pretty sure that I have like triple the amount of accessories that I do the handbags.
Hmm. I think
Yeah.
I almost feel that way because I had to put anytime I started out with a little tote and then I had to
Hmm.
move into a bigger tote with my accessories, like, oh wow, I need to really do something about that. Now that's something that I have yet to give away an accessory thinking that, oh, I really don't like this. I like every accessory that I've had. The
Right.
only reason that I think I have given an accessory away is because I got a little bit too happy in purchasing, thinking, oh, I don't have that. And then come to find out I did have it.
Ah.
Yeah. So
See,
I
well, I do actually keep like a stock photo and the album on my phone so that I can know like what all I have so that I don't purchase multiples.
I thought about doing that, but I said I'm too far gone now. That's gonna take a lot of work to try to get that all organized, and so I
Right.
just can't do it. Hey, Angie Hart 67 and
Hello,
Coco
Angie.
Lachey.
Mo, did you ever sense judgment from friends and families that don't collect? No, surprisingly, I do not. All of
Mm.
my family and friends are very supportive of my love for handbags. And that's what makes it like that much more better. Like I'm just, yeah, I'm a force to be reckoned with now.
Wow, and that's a good question because that's
I mean,
something that
and
I'm
they
still
support
dealing
that
with.
habit in the sense of they'll even like gift me bags.
Okay, now see that's beautiful when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really beautiful. Um, I'm gonna have to answer that question because I that's something I'm still working on. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have a separate. I just started my separate Facebook channel. Therefore, I won't. In order for me not to put my stuff out there, because nobody really truly knows the depth of my YouTube channel. They don't know the depth of my collection because I do not want anyone to say anything. People have a tendency to try to manage your money or your passion or whatever it is. And I don't like that. I don't want to hear anybody's mouth. So I
Mm-hmm.
said, well, let me just start my other Facebook channel and try to get that. But then that's taking too long. I'm like, dude, will I have to? I'm not ashamed of what I do. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
want to feel that way. And I know I think the majority of the people that I probably know will definitely judge me in some regard. And I just don't want that. You know,
Yeah.
I don't do that to anybody. I don't care what you're collecting. Support it or not. You don't have to be
Mm-hmm.
bothered with it. So I like that question, but that is something that I'm definitely, I wouldn't say struggling with, but it's something that I'm concerned about.
Yeah. And
And
I
I
get
think,
that because that's how I was like. I didn't even really start talking to my husband about my bags until recently. Prior, I didn't talk to him about it because I didn't know how he would react. I didn't know if he was going to feel some kind of way,
mhm,
and asking me questions about like funds and everything. And so when I finally talked to him about it, it was because he actually started asking me questions.
mm,
And I didn't realize that he was interested. Like he wanted to support my habit. And like last year, he actually bought me a Gucci bag. And when I tell you, I was so shocked that he literally walked into the store on his own and got me that. I'm like, wow, like he really cares.
mhm.
And I guess it really depends too on like how well you know your family members. Like, do you feel like they're gonna say something because it's like in your head, like that's a mind thing for you, or
Mm.
what? Like what makes you think that they may say something
'Cause they talk
that
about
you don't want to
everybody
hear?
else. They talk about everybody else, so I'm like, "Oh, they'll do that to me too."
Ah,
Yeah, and it may not. This is my niece. Hey, Naughty. Um, but
hello.
yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna challenge myself on that today. I'm going to put that on my Facebook channel
Mhm.
and or page and say, you can support it or not. I think I'm getting to the point in a lot of things in my life where I just don't care because
Mhm.
it's not gonna make or break me at all. But I would appreciate the support. But if you don't want to support it, then you don't have to. I just, yeah, I shouldn't care about what everybody
Yeah.
else thinks. And I honestly don't. I just don't want to hear later, like some people got a tendency, they may not say anything right now, but if
Mhm.
you're feeling really good, y'all in a great conversation, and then you give me I always say some snazzy comment
Mhm.
later on, and I'm gonna feel some type of way like, uh-huh, yeah, I always knew that about you.
Mm.
But yeah, I just tend not to because I even have an aunt, and she may be watching this. She said she didn't even know. And I was like, yeah, that's because I didn't put it out there for you to know
Mhm.
like that because I didn't want you to say anything.
Right.
But come to find out, she likes what I'm doing.
Mhm.
So
And
it
that
is
I
like
think
a
that's
head
what you will
thing.
find a lot of times, you know. I think again it is more so like in our head, like I don't know how they're gonna come off at me because I know how they're doing with other people. But you
Mhm.
know what? When they do come off, some kind of way to you, then I would just cut them off. Like that's just my
Yeah.
personality. Like if I know that I'm getting a bad vibe from somebody, then family or no family, like yeah, no, we're not doing that.
I tried to scroll up. I thought we got your question. Which question was it? If you could put it again in the chat, Coco, that'd be great because I thought I got it. Um, Wait a minute now. Tara, you something
There you
else
go,
yourself.
Tara. There you go. I would do the same thing.
Oh wow,
I
wow.
would do the same, especially if you're the type of person where, okay, you're being supportive of what they like. So I feel like you should get that same in return.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Hmm.
Um, because I just don't have time to be bothered by
Yeah.
anybody else's stuff. Like I said, you can either just support it or not.
Hmm.
But I tend to try and be that person that I gravitate being positive and loving people and being positive. I don't have too much to say about anything because I've collected beanie babies. Collected basketball cards and baseball cards. This when I was a
Hmm.
teenager. And I don't know, I guess I feel well, I felt some years ago because of we all know how much handbags cost.
Hmm.
People feel like you could do something better with your money. Well, you could do something better with not saying anything to me about it
Hmm.
too. So, it's I think I'm getting better with it. I think I just want to be bolder
Yeah.
with sharing and not being bothered.
How many bags does one need? Huh?
I mean, we could question that a lot for other people. How much food do you need? How many girlfriends do you need?
Oh
We can
my
talk about
goodness.
all of it. So it's something it is something to think about, but I'm not bothered about it too much now.
Yeah.
I'm not. And I think you've just encouraged me along with everybody
And
in the
do it on
chat.
your time too, though. Just do it on your time.
Yes,
But I think you would be
definitely.
surprised at how many would be supportive of you, though.
Yeah, yeah, because even that particular aunt, that just still
Yes,
it
and
shocks me
Aunt's heart
greatly.
says, "Enjoy life." Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. I mean, because this is a part of it. Why not?
Mhm.
If I can do it, I'm not begging anybody for anything.
Mhm.
I'm just over here enjoying life, doing what I do because my handbag collecting is my level of self-care. One of the things I do for
Mhm.
self-care. It brings joy as anything that I purchase, whether it be from Amazon boxes coming up to this doorstep every day. I have a relative across the street. He just let me have it one day. Y'all always got boxes. We know what's coming to y'all door. When UPS come down the street, they not coming for nobody else but y'all. Okay, fine. Great. I'm happy you noticed. Make sure nobody takes my box. But I'm not really bothered by it. Like, okay, cool. And I'm enjoying life with that. And it just brings joy to my face because at one point I was sad. I couldn't get certain things. And now I'm happy and I'm okay with that. So I encourage everybody to just find what works for you, what brings you
Absolutely.
joy, what brings you happiness, and stick to it. Because the way the world is happening and going, what's happening in the world today, there are a lot of hurt people out here. And there are a lot that they just don't know which way is up. And I just encourage any and everybody, find what makes you happy. And
Yeah.
even when I say that, make sure it's the positive things, because collecting handbags is not a negative thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
a really good positive thing that we engage in. I wish I had someone in my life who
Oh,
loves handbags as much as you do, or as much as I do. That's why I really appreciate the videos y'all make. And we appreciate you as well, because
absolutely.
I just, to find this community like
Mm.
this, I never knew it existed. And to have it, it's just like, whoo, that's a breath of fresh air.
It
I'm not
is.
crazy
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
all. So it's wonderful to just be in this collective of people. And it's just great conversation, great camaraderie, great love. I love seeing people everybody works together. Like if
Mm-hmm.
I see something that's on someone else's wish list, or whatever the case is, I'll let that person know, and vice versa. And it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
man, that's the beauty of it all. And so I enjoy it.
Yes, me too.
I bet it does. It should, because you put a lot of work into that display
Yes,
wall.
Tara.
And it's very creative. I'm just like, what could I do to replicate that? Because mine would not become, it would not come out like that at all. But I love that. And like you said earlier, Mo, just the personality
Mm-hmm.
and just the perception of everybody's view of their bags and what they
Right.
bring to the table. It's a collective. We're looking at something that we all have the same of, but we look at it in a different light. And it's like, wow, I didn't even think to do that. It's just
Right.
like when people add accessories to their bags, like you have your your pom pom on
Mm-hmm.
your
I
bag.
love my
I
little
never would
puff.
have thought to put that on my head. I just carried a hattie and been happy with it. So I just love that. I truly
I
do.
do too. And Tara, she has a great support system over there too. I love that your son helps you. Like he is on point with the
Yes,
recording.
yes, definitely. Keeps her on her toes and
Oh
puts
my
her
gosh,
the right.
Claire.
Now that's too funny. I tell my mom, "You don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know at all."
When I tell my husband, I always say, I got it for a good deal.
And you did. Yes, indeed. Yes,
But we
indeed.
don't really discuss that either. Like we keep our stuff like separate in that sense. So
Mhm.
same, I'm getting with that. Sometimes it's the ones closest to you. Yep, it's the ones closest to you that are your biggest haters. Stay away
Yeah,
from them.
please. It's our love for handbags that brought us all together, some for longer, others new to the fam, but we all have that love in common.
Absolutely
And
beautiful
you
stuff. You're
know,
right about that.
the thing too about that is that, it doesn't even matter the length of time. You come on in
Hmm.
and dive in and just share.
Hmm.
It's just like, okay, I thought you just been collecting for years. Like
Yeah.
long before you even shared that, I thought you had been collecting for years. But it's
Yeah.
been, maybe shorter than my time frame, but hey, that doesn't matter. It's just the love
Yeah.
overall for what we do.
I used to always say, "Man, I'm late to the game. Darn it, I started too late." And Dooney at 615, she shut me up. She was like, "No, you're just right on time." So
Mhm.
even if you're starting your handbag collection right now, you're right on time.
Yes, you are, especially with these wonderful deals that's coming
Oh
up with
yeah.
some bags that they're bringing back. I keep chiming in and say, hey, they're approaching their 50th year. Can y'all bring this bag back? Bring this bag back temporarily, so everybody can actually enjoy getting it. Because if they bring that guitar strap back and they bring it back in a couple of colors, I
Oh,
think
you're
we
talking about the one that
all,
was on the Camden?
yes.
Ah,
If they bring that back, I don't even care about the Camden. I just want the guitar strap, like everybody else. We just want it. If they come
yeah.
in black, the tan, or whatever the colors, we're all gonna get that, and we're
Yes.
gonna be happy as a community to have it.
I
But
hope so too, Clara. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I've been pushing it. On my channel. That's all I talk about. I've been talking about it over the last
Hmm.
year. Once it dawned on me, it was like, ooh. we can definitely be a part of this 50th year with Dooney.
Right,
How
right,
exciting is that? Like,
right.
wow. And I think they would embrace including us too. That's what I'm hoping. So yeah, y'all put that information out there on your channels. Or go on Dooney's site and so forth and talk about it in the comments. Hey, we hope y'all do something big for the 50th. Bring back the tent
Yes.
sale. Do something really, really big. And that's one thing I definitely would love to explore. Saving of my sale. I just feel like I would just try I when I was a kid, I used to picture, and this probably has been depicted in movies where you just stay in a toy store overnight and you just there playing. I would have
Mm-hmm.
to do that at the tent sale. Just somehow get locked up in there and just stay in there with all these bags and just have a wonderful good time. I think that'd be so fun. All right.
Okay, so Coco Nashe said it was the family and friends question. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we got that going. We got that. All right. Well, I had already said we was probably gonna leave. But this is going on so good, you all. I enjoy this so much. But if there's not any other questions, you all can definitely hit up Mo on her channel, Mo Knows Beauty.
Mm.
Continue to support her, share her channel,
Thank
um,
you, ladies,
and
in advance.
like her videos, and continue to give her the love over there. I hope to see her channel grow even more this year. And I
I
just love
receive
what
it.
she's doing. Go ahead and get some more of them MCM bags, and everything else.
And thank you again for just having me on
Start
too.
giving y'all heads up about who's gonna be up next. Next week, y'all gonna really love next. I'm not gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna keep this one a secret too.
I
But
think I have an idea.
yeah, she's all up in the chat. She is all up in the
Yep,
chat.
I know who it is.
And yeah, y'all gonna enjoy her on next week. And next month we got some wonderful ladies lined up. So if there's anybody that has not received an invite from me just yet, don't get bent out of shape. It's not intentional. You all can hit me up on Instagram. My information is on my whatever it is on YouTube, my info there. But I do want to bring you all in. Whoever wants to come in and talk about their bags, you are more than welcome. And if you have any recommendations for some people that you may want to see, let me know, because I don't know everybody. I don't, but I definitely would love to get to know and bring some people on. So that is it for us today. Thank you again, Mo. Go ahead and love on your babies
Yes,
and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we'll get you back on sometime later on this
I
year.
will do. And you ladies have a great weekend, a week ahead as well. Thank you much.
All right. Thank y'all.
Bye.